You've been hoarding it. There's so many new things I haven't seen.
I don't know how close you need to get to see all the eggs. There's bazillions of them. I call them skiffias. That's all I know.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that is a bazillion.
I can do 5 tanks?
He is just so...
Yeah, he sees it. He's going to come out.
He's... Oh, man, yeah.
Did I leave the dog outside?
Wow, Dean, like everything's spawning. I walked over here and I'm scaring him now, but the Discus just got done spawning. There's all these eggs on the back of it, and everything in the fish room is going nuts. I've been away too long. Dean, you got to show it off.
Okay.
Fill everybody in on all the new stuff, because you've been hoarding it. There's so many new things I haven't seen.
Well, a few things. So, rice fish galore. You're going to see a lot of them. It's outdoor tubbing season. The shop will just love. They'll go through these like candy. We've got gold ones, the platinum ones, more platinum ones, more gold ones down there. This is some eggs I brought in from Japan. They're a sapphire rice fish. Oh, and there's some angelfish in the middle.
A few angels.
There's a whole ton of 397 plecos in there. You want me to get my hand in there and show you them?
Yes.
We'll try here first. Only one in there, but...
There you go.
There's a few in there.
I love those. I still got to get some in my house.
And they're also... No, these are Wobbin Master down here.
Kind of a honeycomb pattern.
That pattern is so cool. Leopard frogs down here, right? Yeah. And some of them will...
I know, I need leopard frogs too. That's a cool cave you got. That one that's like all behind it.
Yeah, and there's probably a bazillion little plecos back there.
Oh, I saw one go... Wow. Okay, yeah, that is a bazillion. I saw one go in it, but yeah. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
So they could go all the way through, yeah.
Almost like a honeycomb system.
Yeah. There's some of the... You can actually see them. They're smaller. The baby L201.
Oh, like the snowballs?
Yeah, like the snowball one.
Nice. Yeah, right on the top of that leaf.
Yeah.
So you've got a bunch of neon dwarf plecos, right?
Yep.
Where are the breeders? And I want you to teach people in like a minute and a half how you breed them.
The breeders?
Yeah.
They're in the turtle tank. 90 seconds to spawn rainbows. Okay, so we got the dwarf neon rainbows. These are actually Gary Lang's line.
F1s, right? Yeah.
And I put in here one mop. And in that mop, maybe not today because there is some eggs in there.
Nice.
Can you see them? I can't see them very well without my glasses.
They're little shiny dots.
Little shiny dots. Oh, right over here, yeah. But the mop that is hatching is in the fish room. So this will be...
How long do you let that sit in that tank?
About 2 weeks. I'm not in a hurry for them.
And then you're
going to
move.
90 seconds. So
you're going to move that mop, so let's move.
I take water out of their tank that they're in, put the mop, and put it in here.
Do you have to do anything special to get them hatch?
I put a little bit of air going. You can see it's barely bubbling in there.
Yeah, like one bubble every 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah, sometimes it's higher than that. Sometimes it's less. They feed from the surface. I usually start... You guys still sell that Ceramicron stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I take the paintbrush and I dip it in there. There's just a little bit.
Yep.
Tap, and now the surface has it.
Perfect.
I can move them from there to this tank, but not when there's bigger fish in there. They'll eat them. Or sometimes I go from there down to one of my fry trays.
All right. I'm disappointed it's not an Aquarium Co-op catch cup.
But I actually have used that, and it works just the same.
It's just give you a hard time.
It's just that particular shelf just fit there.
I see.
And Jimmy was giving me a bad time last time he was here about that, so I left it there. But yeah, this actually works really good. The mop will sit, little air stone.
Because you can just hang that on a tank.
You can, but I don't like hanging on the fronts.
Yeah, I know. Next, I want you to show off how you're doing rice fish in the winter indoors.
Okay. And I'm going to change my method in the summer. So you're going to have to watch for future videos.
All right. If I still put you on camera.
Maybe, yeah. Most of these are grow-out tanks. This tank, I would consider a spawning tank.
20 long, okay.
It's a 20 long, and it's got adults in it.
A lot of adults.
So I put the mops in. And
I can see an egg right there, yeah.
Yeah. And then as you open it up, you'll see more. Generally speaking, yeah, there's more right there. generally speaking, if I leave the mops alone for about a week.
So these ones are 1 week, where like the rainbows were 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll end up with between 50 and 100 eggs easy.
In each mop or
No,
total?
Overall.
Okay.
Like you can see tons of them in this mop.
Yeah. What is this crazy thing?
This is a rice fish mop. The idea came from, this is probably from Japan, I would guess. But I don't know how close you need to get to see all the eggs. There's bazillions of them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is quite a few.
I'm actually thinking of switching to those from the yarn mops.
Okay.
For the rice fish, because they need something to rub on to get the eggs
Good
out.
point.
The yarn spawning mops, the rainbows like to go in there.
Yeah, they kind of
spawn.
get inside and shimmy in it, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I've seen that.
Right.
My question is, would you ever take a mop like that, and if you had an empty 10-gallon, would you just put it in there and let them go, or is it always a smaller tank?
I would always go in a container first.
Okay.
Because the 10-gallon has something better to go in it all the time.
I see.
So what I like to do is hatch them in there, and then as soon as I get the hatch, I will move them to a tray. These are black rice fish. I just moved to a tray yesterday.
Yeah, all those little dudes. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll raise them in the tray till they're about, I don't know, eating brine shrimp for about a week. Then they can go in a tank. They will grow faster once you get them in a tank. Festivums.
Festivums for the rest of them.
Festivums for the rest of them. So
Go.
this is the first group of the fry.
And how old are these guys?
So they're about 4 months old.
Wow, they take a little while to grow.
Yeah.
Should we let the cat out of the bag with the Aquarium Co-Op heaters?
No, don't tell anybody that they're really good and they actually work.
Yeah.
Vienna guppies, they're always cool.
Yep. Still doing their thing.
And these are new. I call them skiffias, that's all I know.
Yeah, Skiffia francense, the type of goodiid, and instantly, because I'm a goodiid, like, library nerd, I was like, it's too hot up there. Well, yeah, baby's up there, too.
I do, yeah. For some reason, without a heater, this tank will be about 75 to 77 degrees. Everything else up high is about 82. So I just think that's the corner. That's
right.
the cold. And it works, so they're just sitting up there.
I forced Dean instead of a planet tank just to help us.
Yeah.
Which it honestly looks really good.
I feel like this one's working a little bit better than this, but this is very hard to control the parameters.
How many gallons are each?
This is a 10-gallon, just off-the-shelf Aquarium 10-gallon tank, and I think this is a gallon or 2 gallons. What I'm playing with up here is the Co-op CO2 regulator that's coming out.
Right. It's on the same container as the heaters.
Rowing.
It set the internet on fire. Like, wait, you have purling going on. You're injecting CO2, and you have a sponge filter.
Yes. And the sponge is going pretty good up there. You know?
It is. It really is. I'm just showing it off because it's down here,
Okay.
way out of the way. Yeah, a little bubble counter going.
Yeah.
You'll be able to expand it up to 5 tanks. So if you start with
Really?
1, and
I can do 5 tanks?
you could do
Let's
5.
see. 1, 2, 3. Man, I didn't have a whole planted fish room so long.
I hope so. I don't see you doing that, but I hope you get back to your planet tank roots instead of.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got? You want to? Ooh, I remember. I don't know if I can get them with those McMaster eye that you had.
Oh, yeah. So I saved those from a guy.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at those guys. They're gorgeous. Hey, guys, it's food.
He's got like a nuchal hump on his head. He's so like big and burly. And he's an Apistogramma, which is the hilarious part. He is just so.
Yeah, he sees it. He's going to come out.
he's. Oh man, yeah.
So the female's on the right now.
Yep. But that guy is thick. He's like a solid 3.5, 4 inches, and like, I don't know, just thick and tall.
Yeah.
Great looking fish. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. The glare is. Oh wait, there we go. All that clouding, each one of those little squiggly worms. Let's see if I can get it to. There you go. That is all those little miniature worms. And the crazy part is, I don't know why I'm doing your job here, but with that little floss, you can put fresh water. They'll go to the fresh water because this is a crazy acidic. It's like apple cider vinegar, right?
Right.
And you're shining that flashlight again. That was good. So it's all murky, and there's not, I mean, there is some down there, but not nearly as many as up above.
Right.
And that culture just keeps kind of making more and more.
Right.
There you go. Yeah, there's a billion of those guys in there.
And so they will swim up through the floss.
How often do you need to even service that jug? Like if you just let it sit on your shelf?
Once a year, maybe.
Yeah.
As long as you don't let it go, you might have to put an apple slice in a couple times a year. That's it. Did I leave the dog outside?
Yes.
I better go let him in.
Hi.
You guys might recognize this tank as the redhead Tapajo geophagus tank. Those went to another person, rehomed them. And these are the Tucana jewel cichlids. I believe it's called Hemichromis exil. It's about as big as they get. They might get another little...
I didn't realize they stayed that size. That's nice.
They might get another half-inch for bigger ones.
I went from not interested at all to like, okay, I'm pretty interested if they stay that size.
Yeah. These guys are all hiding.
Spirulina flake.
Yes, they love this. Oh, no, they'll all come now. Once one comes, they'll all come. Super peaceful. They're a little bit aggressive when a pair is spawning. I've had one pair spawn down in this corner, and I had a spawn on top the other night. Sorry, guys. Kind of opposite of these guys. These guys always spawn on the rocks and play around in the wood. So.
And if you want to see tips, you can always follow Dean on Instagram. He's always posting, because that's where I saw you spawn those and that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah. Last time I was up at your place, we were talking about one tank at a time.
Right.
And then you got a nano tank, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, mine looks bad because all the crypts melted, but I'm trying to show a much longer process.
And I got a nano tank. Now, there has been another nano tank from the company that's tripping.
Fluval.
I've never been really happy with any of the nano tanks that have the built-in filtration.
I agree. I guess I have to clarify. The built-in filtration, that's the false back.
Exactly.
I do like overhead filtration built in.
That's different. Yeah. This one is right now. It just has a few shrimp and a few CPDs. Jimmy, here you go, Jimmy.
Teach us how to make those. You and Jimmy. That's what you'll do.
There you go. These are the youngest of the Discus, so they're only about 8 months old, I think, maybe a little older.
So they're your babies, though.
Right.
Okay.
So they're starting to spawn. If you look right back here, you can see the female shimmying.
Oh, yeah.
She's getting ready to spawn. The male is right in front of the cone.
They're going to lay it right on that intake tube
They'll
for you.
either do the intake tube or they'll do the cone, one of the two.
If you're lucky, they'll do the cone.
And it's usually the female that's going to decide that.
He's cleaning the cone, at least.
Yeah.
So there's one that's either not fertilized or...
right in here. Yeah.
And then you said you haven't had any of these actually hatch out or make it yet, or are they eating them, or what's going on for you?
The other fish will eat them, or the plecos will eat them at night.
The internet right now is screaming through the screen, why wouldn't you separate them?
Discus eggs are, I can separate them, but they're not the easiest to care for in the first few days. Normally they will eat slime from the parent's side. You have to duplicate that and make it work for them. Mm-hmm. It's not always an easy process to do.
Sorry, so these are 8 months old and you raise them. When you raise them, did you have them eat off the parents and do all that?
These were raised artificially.
I see.
Yeah.
Can I show the public the Christmas gift my wife gave you?
Yeah, there's 3 of them there.
Yeah, they're customized Post-it notes. So you've got me. You've got Dean sitting on the toilet from his video. She actually pulled that from the video and everything.
I did, yeah. Oh,
and then you got Wincy with the tongue.
Right. And so this one, sometimes, late at night, I'll sit, he's watching me. I can't go to sleep yet.
I'm always watching Dean. Always. Yeah.
There's a video I did on angels that you guys need to go check out. The link will be up here. Let's see if I can do this. The link will be up here.
Sure. It'll actually be right in the middle, probably.
Probably in the middle.
Right here, because it'll be a video that you can...
it'll show basically how I set them up, how I breed them.
It's all the way from getting the pairs all the way to selling.
All the way to selling them, yep. From there, it's time to go.
Perfect.
Cheers.